guys, I'm doing my video on the Maxace DMG. It is Maxace's latest release, featuring stainless steel liners and G10. It is a budget-friendly battle song, which I think the marketplace needed. I'll be comparing it to the BRS Replicant and Ken Fong AB. This basically is a budget-friendly flippable knife. In that space, you basically just have clones. In that $100 space, you basically just have clones and Baron Sun knives, and not much else. And I think this really fills that gap, where you can find a brand name piece at a relatively inexpensive price point that can get you to where you need to go. This comes with a trainer blade and a live blade, which I have here, and I think it's very good for the price. Now, like I said, I'll be comparing to the Rep. Compared to the Replicant, I think this is a tad bit handle heavy, but that might be personal preference. I think if they skeletonize the liners, that would be beneficial. It's hard to see any objective reason why this is worse, but in my opinion, as a terrible battle songer or flipper, I think that its boxiness is a little bit not detrimental, just not to my preference. Like I said, a little too handle heavy. I really like titanium because it allows you to customize the the hell out of it. You have your custom anos you can throw on there. The Rep also has like a plethora of aftermarket accessories from various makers. This, you can't really customize it too much, I don't think. You can heat anodize it, and that's about it. But I mean, you're not really losing much compared to, say, a Replicant. It's just personal preference, really. I think this has bearings which eliminate a lot of the handle play and the blade tap, as you can hear. I like the Replicant a little bit more because it has longer handles and the balance is better. But I've seen videos of people flipping this and they flip it just fine. It's just, maybe I'm not that good at it yet. But it is great. So you're really not losing too much when you go down to this price point, or to this knife at this price point, from say like a Replicant, or even an AB or your Jerry Hom knives. You're just really just taking a step down in materials, stainless steel as opposed to titanium. G10 as opposed to, carbon fiber for the home knives, or, carbon fiber for some of the Reps. But you're getting pretty much close to the same performance for nowhere near close to the price, which is nice. I think this is Thing's biggest competition is the Ken Fong AB clones, which for me, I like, I'll be honest, and it sucks saying this, but I like a little bit more. I think the titanium handles are a little bit nicer. I've had no problems with my AB clone in terms of, durability. I've thrashed on this. This thing isn't tuned right now, but the play is a little bit better. I'd say where the Maxace excels is you have a company backing it, so you'll get better customer service. The quality control will be much better. When you get clones, it's basically a crapshoot whether or not you get a good one. But I mean, in my opinion, I like this more, and I'd like to see if Maxace could pull off a budget-friendly titanium knife like the Dog Bite with 5.35-inch handles. I think that would dominate the marketplace if they were able to come out with that. But I mean, as it stands, I think it's really cool that a company is trying to come out with competitive knives at a competitive price point. I think this is a good step to get rid of the clones out of the market. I like to see companies come out with their own designs and be successful. And this is very successful in the marketplace, which I am very happy about. I think if you're a collector, you should get one. I think if you want to buy a new knife, and you want to buy into a brand name with the company backing it, I think this is a great option. Probably the best option at the price. This blows bare bones, 51s, fly tie 51s even, in my opinion, and I've had one before, so I can speak a lot on that. It just blows it out of the water. There's nothing. I hope people don't get too hung up on which knife they have, because you can do whatever you want if you practice long enough with whatever knife, really. Even a clone, a shitty rep clone or something, the knife doesn't really fill any skill gap or skill deficiencies you may have. You won't be good because of the knife, and you won't be bad because of the knife, in my opinion. Unless you have like something super shitty, like I don't know, like maybe a comb trainer could probably be detrimental to your skill or learning. But that's it, guys. I think it's a fucking cool blade. I guess I could do a little size comparison with the actual ref for you. There you go. It's a little bit shorter. Let's see. And it's very boxy, as you can see. So there's that. Get one if you can, guys. This should be pretty easy to find. I am most likely going to throw this up for sale on my Instagram soon, just because I have too many knives as it is. Okay. Peace, gentlemen.